Hello everyone, Klondike here and welcome to episode 26 of Agrarian Skies 2. So today we're going to continue focusing on our power and we're going to try to get our big reactor started, or at least get all the resources required for the big reactor. Now, as I did some calculations, I'm going to try to do, I want to make a 5x5x5 reactor to start, and then we're going to make it a bit bigger, but that requires a lot of resources, and even with the yellorium that we had gathered so far, we don't have enough. I've smelted it, the yellorium dust, into ingots, and that's only 23, and each ingot gives us 4 reactor casings, right? So 23 will give us 92. And we need 120 for a small reactor just to surround it with casings, and then we'll need more for fuel rods and stuff like that. Actually, yeah, somewhere along those lines. So we don't have enough, and it takes a long time to sieve. I have my sieves running. So we're going to use the yellorite dust or ore that we have, and we're going to convert it to ingots. Now I want to be as efficient as possible, because we're not going to get yellorite dust from anywhere else in the future. So we're going to use the QED recipe for it, right? Because we don't have the slag. This also gives 3, but the rich slag is hard to come by. Cinnabar is also hard to come by because we don't have, cinnabar ore. So we're going to go with the QED. So for that, we need to make, of course, the QED. And that'll require some ender pearls, eyes of ender, and some diamonds. We're good on diamonds, so we just need ender pearls. So that gives us 4 infused obsidian, ender infused obsidian. And we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of them for this. We will also need ender flux crystal, for which we need 4 infused obsidian each. I think we'll make like 2 or 3 of these. Let's make 3. So it's going to be 3 ender pearls, 4 ender pearls, 5 ender pearls, and 6, 7 for ender eyes. Now, do we have any ender pearls from previous game? We have 1 left. Right. So first thing first, we're going to go kill some enders. But before that, I just want to show off a few things that I did here. So I made another igneous extruder and aqueous accumulator. Put it here. This is going to be my dedicated obsidian producing machine. Just put it that way. Hooked it into our oil drum. As you can see, it used up some of the, not oil, lava drum. As you can see, it used up some of our lava already. That's being recovered by our lava producers. And yeah, I got my barrel ready here. So let's get started on killing these endermen. Let's do a few more spawns. 2 more buckets should be enough. Guess I can get this XP out of myself. Perfect. So that's 7. 8. 11, 12. That should be more than enough ender pearls. I can turn this off. Put this back in there, and we have 1 more enderman above, which is not optimal. Well, we have barriers all around, right? So, ooh, 2 endermen. Oh, where are you? Come over here, enderman. Did he teleport downstairs? He probably did, didn't he? Nope. He's gone. Good. Cool, we got a heart. We can make a heart canister, maybe. Just keep it in our storage for now. Applicable to obsidian. I'm not sure what that. Oh, we had a few before. Good. Okay, so let's get these. Let's get our QEDs going. Did we need 2? I believe we needed 2 eyes of ender. So let's make those right now. Now we need a bunch of obsidian. All right. Let's get started. We'll need one of these. Of course, I don't have enough wood here. There we go. Crafting table. Yeah, we'll need to make this first. Oh, diamonds, I forgot. And we'll need burnt quartz. Right, I forgot that one as well. Right, let's see, what do we need for burnt quartz? Nope, nope. It's just quartz in the smeltery, and we need 4 of them, right? And 4 diamonds, good. So quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 diamonds. Perfect. And stuff are starting to fly out, so let's turn this off. Right. I guess this will just go into garbage. Alright, burn quartz. Done. And yep, that should be it. So let's make a whole bunch of these. 16, I think, is what we needed. Let's make our matrix. There we go. And this. Alright, QD is ready, and now we need some of these. And we need some more eyes of ender. Not a problem. Let's make 2. There we go. And perfect. And we got 2 of these left, but I don't think we can use it for anything. Unless if we make another QED. Okay, where shall we put this? Let's put it here. Yeah, why not? And can these go on the wall? They can. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. To be a bit symmetrical, like this and like that. Perfect. So now we need Eulorium here. And it needed, I believe, coal or charcoal, or either one. Looks like coal. Let's try charcoal. If that doesn't work, we'll need to use coal. It doesn't. Okay. Not to worry. We should have some coal here, I believe. Perfect. So how much Eulorium did we get? 16. There you go. We'll just keep it running. And get our Eulorium. Alright, next thing. There's actually a quest for big reactors. So we're gonna work based off of that first. So we need to make a reactor access port. Reactor access port, piston, chest, and okay, we'll need to make reactor casings first. That requires steel and graphite bar. I made some graphite bars here already. It's very simple, just put charcoal in the furnace again and it makes graphite bar. Steel we made in a previous episode, I believe, but this is not gonna be enough. So we're gonna make some more of that, or at least start making it. It actually works with charcoal as well, so we're gonna use that. So we're gonna need pulverized charcoal. And does it have to be dust, or can it be a bar? It can be a bar. Ingot, I mean. Alright, perfect. So let's get our iron ingots. Good. Okay, so we'll need to stop this. Start pulverizing. I guess we'll need like 60 of these. So I need another 30. Actually, I need 28 because we have 2 extra charcoal left over from previous creation of steel. So there we go. Perfect. And stick this in here. Okay. It was coal in the previous one, so let's just use that up. Need to upgrade these machines to make them faster. Okay. Alright, let this work and we'll come back later. When we actually need them. Right, so we have steel. graphite bars and yellorium, so let's make some casings. Steel is our limiting reagent, looks like. Okay, so let's make 16, good enough. And let's start with reactor access ports. So we need chest and a piston. I believe I have everything except iron for that. So let's get an iron ingot. There we go, piston. Nope, I need piston. Wood, yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this so that I have wood available all the time. There we go, stack of wood, perfect. And one last time, there you go, piston, and then chest we already have, and access port. Nice, next power tap. Just redstone, straightforward. Nope, this one, power tap, perfect. We just need one of them. Control rods, we actually will need 5, but I think we'll just make... We can make all 5, perfect. We'll do all 5 in that case. We can make 2. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing the casings. Alright, let's get our more iron that we have ready, or steel rather. 4 more. Oh, does it take more charcoal than coal? Oh, it takes 4 charcoal. It takes only 2 coal, or does it take 1 coal? 4 coal as well. Yeah, it takes 2 coal, 4 charcoal. Okay, so that means we'll need more charcoal to be pulverized. Alright, good to know. So we'll need another, what, 60? Something like approximate. Let's approximate 58. 58 should be good. Nice. Let's make some more casings. There we go. Perfect. 8 more. Alright, let's just move on to the next item so that you can complete this quest. And that's going to be the controller. And that's going to require a diamond. Do I have diamonds here? I don't. Alright. Yeah, this is why I want A, so that I have everything accessible from one convenient location. And I think that's going to be the next thing we focus on as soon as we get the power going. Diamonds. Alright, controller. That's what we need. Perfect. We just need one of them. Next is going to be fuel rods. And we'll need a ton of those. And of course that also requires steel. And we need a coolant port and red net port. Those we're not going to use for now. Until we get more resources so that we can make a reactor turbine. Then we'll use a coolant port. Nope. Piston. And I need, of course, more steel. Let's just take, iron, all the iron. Let's make a bucket first, because we'll need that one. Whoops. Nope, nope, this one. One, and... coolant port. Yeah, we don't have steel. Alright. Let's get another batch from downstairs. Put charcoal in here. I guess you can craft it here, right? So let's do... We needed a coolant port. There it is. And finally, we need a red net port and a fuel rod. Fuel rod, we should be able to make one. No, not yet. We need one more. One more of those. And there we go, fuel rod. and rednet port. Gold, we need the gold ingot and some of those rednet cables that we made. I'll have to, we need to make more of those. Damn it. What is required to make those? Shouldn't be hard. Here's my plastic. 6 plastic. There we go. So rednet port. More casings. See what I mean by we need extra casings just for the equipment that comes with it? Yep. That's exactly why we won't have enough Yellorium for everything. Rednet port, here it is, and boom. Okay, that should complete the quest. And that gives us a greater reward bag. Now, do I have a... Oh no, we get a chest here. Just to store all my reactor components, because as I said, our power gonna be downstairs, so... Of course, our reactor is gonna be down here as well. No, this side is gonna be power. Pig is gonna have to get out of here, so... There. What else belongs to reactor? I think that's it for now. These, I don't know what to do. Alright, let's open our reward bag. Enchanted book. Backstabbing 3. Not sure what this enchantment is. We'll have to look into it, but I don't think I'm gonna play around with enchantments much in this playthrough. Alright, by the way, our fisher has been running, and as you can see, we have a ton of cool stuff. Got a ton of enchantment books. We have, well, I'm just gonna go through each of them with my mouse, and you can pause the video if you're interested in what they are. And same with the fishing rods and bows. Mostly power. We have a ton of fish, so we'll never go hungry again. And I think the plastic bags have some plastic in them. So that's pretty cool. Yep. And this one as well. So there you go, almost a stack of plastic. Can we use this for anything? Could smell it back into plastic, I guess, but... Yeah, whatever, just throw them out. Perfect. And then we have all these random animals here, so I'm sure we can just kill the pig and we'll spawn it again just by a random chance. Yeah, almost done. 36. 36 more Yellorium, and that should be good. I think that should get us through to make our reactor. Alright, so... yeah, I thought we'll get more stuff from the reward bag. Okay, I want to start making the foundation for our reactor. It's gonna be 5 more. Not exactly as much as I would like, but... yeah, I think we'll have to make it even smaller than I wanted to make it initially. Right, I'm gonna kill the pig. Go away. I'll get you spawned again if I need you. Okay. I wanted to make it 5 by 5, but we don't even have enough for that. So I think we'll go with 4 by 4 for now. Should we build it underground? I guess we can build it 1 deep, right? Yeah, I think it'll look cooler. We should have cobblestone everywhere, so if we need to break it, it won't fall through the ground. Perfect. So 4 and 4 this way. And of course that's nowhere near enough to what we actually need. Oh, I need iron. Alright, let me get a whole bunch of these crafted and then I'll be back in just a moment and we'll continue building our wonderful reactor. Alright, stay tuned guys. the pulverizers are still running, but I think we can continue. I've got 36 casings ready to go. And also, I did a little contraption here to help me produce hardened glass, because I want to make some reactor glass so that we can see what's going on inside the reactor. Well, at least see inside the reactor. There's nothing really going on in it, but anyhow, I think it just looks nicer. So the way this works, if I put obsidian here, right, it'll stick it in the casting basin, which will then start emitting a redstone signal here, which turns it off here, which makes this timer run. And what this timer does, it emits a redstone pulse every now and again. So whenever the redstone pulse is emitted, this fills up, this pulls the liquid out of the smeltery, which, well, if it's lead, it will turn obsidian in hardened glass. As you could see before, iron was the first liquid there, so it didn't work because iron and obsidian doesn't make a difference. Also, it stops obviously when the hopper is empty, and on top you might see it's just redstone going on top of those blocks, and when redstone is applied to the clock, it stops the clock. And the repeater is here so that when the last block is there, the signal stays long enough for the timer to tick once. Now, if you put just one block in there, it's not gonna work because the signal is not. The signal does not turn off for long enough for the timer to register. But as long as you put more than one, it's gonna work out just fine, because well, as you can see right now, I put second one right in. As this finishes doing it, the next one gets pulled in, and the clock just has barely enough time to tick once to fill it up with molten lead. I put this to maximum 4 ticks. Maybe if we put more tick delay here, it'll work even with one, but I don't want to experiment. I don't want it to accidentally start filling up a basin full of molten lead if something isn't right. Alright, so I'll also add a lever here. If I do want to get blocks, I can just pull it and it'll just keep pouring non-stop. In either case, let's just put the rest of my obsidian that I have here in there, let it convert to blocks, and let's see how much molten lead I have. I have 24 ingots. I think that's gonna be cool. Alright, so let's convert these into reactor glass. That's what it's called. I can make 13. I think I'm gonna make what is it? It's gonna be 4 on each side minus the stuff. I think I'm gonna make like 12 for now. Well, that's almost 13, but in either case, I don't think I'll need 16. Nope, this is not where it goes. It goes in here. And we can always use hardened glass in some other recipes, so I'll just let it run. Okay, let's get our charcoal out and continue that process. There we go. Okay, so let's start building, or continue building rather, our reactor. So the bottom is going to be just full of these, nothing really fancy. Then we'll need casings going around like so. There we go, and we just barely have it. Let's make a few more casings. Okay, of course, now we're missing the other thing. There we go, start smelting those. Another stack, perfect. 7, I need 8. There we go. And casings, perfect. Okay, so this is gonna go like this, and like so. Actually, I made 2 more, but that's fine. Now we'll have glass going inside here, and inside here, and inside there, and then here. But you might say, why didn't you make enough? Well, some of these glass is going to be replaced with the stuff that we crafted before, so we'll definitely have enough. So for example, we'll need a controller. Stick it here for now. Then we will need an access port. That's where we can put fuel and get waste products out. I might actually put it on the back of the reactor. And we can even fill that side up with regular blocks. So let's put our fuel access here. And then we will need a power tap. Power tap. I think power tap will actually put right here, and we'll hook the power conduits into our reactor from this side right here. And we got a level on our pick. An extra mining level. Nice. So yeah, we can put conduit here. We'll probably need to upgrade these conduits to next tier now, because reactor does transmit much more, does generate much more power than what we currently have for everything else. Hardened, we do have them available, perfect. So I'm just gonna hook it in right now, and actually to hide it, I'm gonna go like so, just like our other conduits. Nice. Okay, let's cover this back up. Perfect. That's there's a turns green now when we have it connected. Nice. I don't remember that being a case. All right. Next, we will need fuel rods, and we'll need a whole bunch of these control rods. Okay, so we'll actually no, for this size of the reactor, we'll just need 2, like so, and then we need 3 more of these. Do we have enough stuff for them? Maybe. And let's speed this up a bit. So control rods. What are we missing? We're missing yellorium. Okay, good. So we did not waste our yellorium ore for this. We do actually need it. And it'll give us a whole bunch of fuel for our reactor too, so perfect. Control rods, not control rods, fuel rods. That's 2. I need just a bit more steel. Just a bit more. Okay. Let's do half a stack. I actually have some charcoal in my inventory. That's 2 of them. And let's do this and this. I think I need 1 more, right? Yes. Alright, let's get it done. Let's put those in. So it'll go here, and another one will go here. We'll actually need these 2 casings to cover the top there. And I'm gonna use gold blocks just because I have a ton of ore. You might switch to diamond in the future when we actually get enough diamond to work with. And of course, we'll make it bigger and put some cryothium in there for better efficiency when we are at that stage in the game. I made 12, you see, I was gonna make it bigger, but we don't have enough yellorium to make it any bigger than this size at the moment. Alright, do we have our steel? Yes. And our final control rod is gonna go right here. Alright, do we have 3 glass? Perfect. What am I missing? Which block is not valid? I can't use glass? I can't use gold? What? What am I missing here? Okay, let's remove the gold. Oh, I'm missing a block here. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. Okay. So let's replace, I'm actually short one glass, so we're gonna replace one of these glass with those, since we can't see it anyway. Put our gold back in. And here as well. There we go. And now we put the glass back. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now we have a reactor. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So let's put our fuel in here. I guess technically we need one more of these. Let's see, access ports. We should be able to do that. Come on, induction smelter. You must work faster. As you can see, when we put the fuel, it actually fills in the fuel rounds, which is quite cool. Alright, while that's cooking, we do need some access to the top. So we'll be very uncreative and do something like that. Okay, so these we're gonna lower to maximum, and I'm gonna leave them at 90%, I think. 90. And let's see what happens when you turn it on. So that currently makes 145 RF per tick. Not too bad, but not the best also. Once again, this is a very small reactor, so I don't expect a lot from it. Oops. 200. Okay, and what if it's at maximum? It's gonna eat a lot of fuel though, but can produce 1000 RF per tick. Not bad. There's a big buffer inside. 10 million, 100 million, 10 million, I think. Awesome. Nice, so now we can permanently run this and we'll be good to go. Now, why was I making this? Oh, another access port. That's to eject the waste out, because if we keep the waste inside, it causes problems. Makes it less efficient. So we need some more casings. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle is going to be the access port. And we can actually break that thing. We can change that thing back to glass, I think, because we'll eject fuel from here, I think. There, and then we'll need our glass back in here. Boom, 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 and last piece of glass here. Now we just go into the what is it called access port, and we toggle it to the outlet mode. So now this is where the waste is going to get ejected, and this is where the fuel is going to get injected. So there we go. Now I'm going to set it to slightly lower thing. I think we'll leave it at 70. Yep, 70 sounds good. And we'll see, based on our power demands, we're going to adjust it in the future. So this is going to produce, looks like 450 around, 420, 430, whatever. And it's going to eat 0.06 millibuckets of Elorium per tick. Awesome. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. Finally got our real power source ready and rolling. So next time we'll start working on applied energistics, even though that did not open a quest for us. Maybe it did. Let's check it out. Maybe making a big reactor opens applied energistics. No, it doesn't. Alright, well, no big deal. Once again, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!